All right, what's up, guys? Back again. We had a good trading session last night. Pretty happy with how that went. We're gonna look at some new setups today. We obviously had a lot of news today, so we're gonna take a look at all this volume coming in. Euro USD kind of took off on us here, broke through. We didn't take this trade, but as you can see, there's a ton of volume right now. We're currently looking at CHFJPY. Most of the JPY pairs are dropping right now due to the news that came out this morning. In terms of what we had this morning, is we had core PPI, core retail sales, and we had PPIMM and retail sales month over month. So what we're going to be doing is breaking that down and seeing how it affects the market and seeing if we can get in a trade here. Alright. I personally think we're going to get some pullback here on. We're going to get some pullback on this Euro USD trade, especially as it's nearing the top here. So if we take a look at Euro USD, we're going to get some pullback in this area, right around here. If it blows through it, it's a different story, but it looks like we'll probably get some blowback, some pullback, I should say. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. I like the CAD JPY and the CHF JPY we're taking a look at here. Both of these are at support or resistance zones. Everything else is kind of trading in the center. AUD USD is just kind of tracking sideways. As you can see, we're on the hour time frame. It's been tracking sideways for since last night. Not much going on there, but here's where it gets interesting. CAD JPY, we could have a reversal here, or if we see a breakthrough, we could have a break and a retest, and that for us would be something that we'd look for to get in if it had somewhat of a break and retest and then move down toward the downward side, or right here we can see a total reversal and have it move upward. So it depends what we see here, but we're just going to have to wait and kind of sit on our hands and wait for the setup that we like. I'm certainly not going to rush into anything. So that's what we're looking at here right now. Euro USD still climbing. Again, we're not in that trade though. We are 1 hour into market open here on the New York session, so really just taking a look at what we have here. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all the help. And as we look toward this, reversal here, it's iffy because typically when you have a wick like this, it typically gets filled. So if it does get filled, we're going to look for the reversal at the bottom of this. If it doesn't get filled, we're going to look to pretty much close with either a doji, a dragonfly, or a hammer candle that is green. We need a bearish, or bullish I should say, candle something right here that would indicate that we're going to have some movement up this way. This is really the main trade that I'm looking at, being that we are at a pretty strong support. CHF is also at a pretty strong support too. It would be a low from pretty much 24 hours ago. But yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on these two. I think CAD JPY and CHF JPY are really what we're looking at here. USD CAD's also on a downturn here. We've been hanging out and tracking sideways for almost 5 days. Going back to, yeah, like the 20th. So if we can get a break under this right here, above the EMA ribbons, we could also move toward the downside. What's up, Camera VR 675? How you doing, man? $10.10. Let's take a look at the 15-minute here. We have some pretty good volume coming in, buying volume. Yeah, you got some 2.88K buying volume. So we're looking at seeing some movement, but it just keeps turning bearish again. So probably going to hold off there. I appreciate the sub. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Looks like we're going to just be sitting here for a couple minutes waiting on what's going to happen with this CHF JPY or CAD JPY. US CAD, you can see a pretty strong trend line here. And then we've broken the trend line, so you have this channel here. It's broken it. What we can expect to see is kind of like a retest. Typically that's what you'll look for. Kind of something like this. A retest off that and then a move downward. It could go either way, but we're going to hold off on this as well. We definitely have some good setups in the works here. Especially this one. This should finish this W. We should see it finish this W pattern pretty much up to there. And then when we go to CAD JPY, if we can get a... That's what we're going to kind of look for here. This is what we'd expect to see. So we got our eye on 3 trades, and now we're just waiting for confirmation. I won't really get in without confirmation. Want to make sure that we have the best probability on a trade. Not just going to jump into it just for the sake of jumping into it. What's up, man? Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. We got a 15-minute candle coming here in just a minute. It'd be nice if we could finish off this W pattern on CHF JPY. CAD JPY is still a bearish candle. But we do have some nice long wicks indicating a lot of upward pressure. So that is a positive. $15-minute candle finished as a green doji here. CHF JPY. CAD JPY still doesn't know what it's doing. We're still waiting on this one. But CHF JPY does look promising. All right, we're going to enter in longs on CHF JPY. With a decently tight stop loss. Our stop loss is going to be roughly 46 pips. We're actually going to pull this up to the bottom of the previous low bearish candle, which is right there. And then we're going to take the high side here, see if we can get some movement. We're going to draw out our take profits. So our take profits here are going to be the top of the W here, the next area, which is right here, which is the second top of the W pattern, and then our third is going to be right up here, and then ideally all the way up would be here. But we're going to hold off on that. My actual entry on this was 193.3770. So 193.3770. Our actual stop loss is going to be exactly what we put there. So that's my entry right there, 193.770. In long on CHF JPY. Entry is 193.3770. 193.3770. Alright. Now we wait. This was a great entry. I really like this entry, especially with the W pattern here. I'm a big fan of the W pattern, and once it passes the center of the W right here like it did, that's what we're looking for. I'm currently 8 pips in profit, a little more than that. Yeah, 8 pips in profit right now. Alright, we're looking good right now. We're pushing toward the upside pretty nicely here on this new hour candle and this new 15-minute candle. So a real nice push toward the upside here. If anyone wants my ebook, by the way, it is free. I have no problem sending it to you. Just DM me your email, and I'll get that over to you. I've made a free ebook that teaches you pretty much the basics of Forex and the basics of trading, all the way from the emotional aspects of it to the technical analysis to how currencies and precious metals react with each other, and so there's a lot of really good information. It took me a couple months to make, and I put a lot of heart and soul into it, but I'm giving it out for free. We should all win. I just made this new layout. I know most of you probably watching on your phone, but on if you're watching on PC or if you're watching horizontally, my new I like my new trading layout, streaming layout. All right. We like the movement. If we can get a 15-minute close, bullish close, that'd be really nice. 15-minute bullish close would really help us out. And it looks like we're going to get that here. It looks like that's what we're going to get. I had to switch cameras real quick. My other camera was messing up. Pretty flawless switch though. What's up, guys? Again, welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, make sure you like, subscribe. We're doing some trading today. Currently 8 pips in profit, 9% up on this profit on this trade. Camera VR, what's up? It's looking like real solid. Looking solid. Yeah, I think you are the only one here, but you know what? That's alright. Had a couple people last night. Oh, I also forgot to share it on my Instagram. That could be why, too. Elbow cough. Yeah, I'm just getting back into streaming. I used to stream a lot. Not as much anymore, but I used to stream a ton. So I'm just getting back into it. I don't really mind if I have viewers or not, because I'm just going to put it in Opus Clip later, make a bunch of clips, and post shorts. So streaming, regardless if I have anybody or not, it helps me with content. for all my socials. You know what I mean? It's another 5 minutes till we get a new 15-minute candle here. Alright, here we go, moving in. We're still pushing up. Still very, very bullish. Still bullish. A good 7% in profit. We keep bouncing between the 6 and 7% area. $75 XP. What does that mean? What does that mean, camera? I'm going to change my PFP real quick. Alright, yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming. We'll see you soon in a little bit. And we got a massive push towards the upside here, so. Come back. Nice. Appreciate you watching, man. Not sure what happened to my music there. There it is. Good moves here. Seeing a great move on this chart right now. Up 13%. Hopefully you guys got in this trade. We're pushing toward our TP1 where we will close partials. We'll close 25% partials if we hit TP1. Actually, we're going to close 25% partial now. There we go. We close some partials right there. How many subs do you need to do live? You don't have to have any, I don't think. I have 212, or you might have been 213, I think, on the subs. You were somewhere near there, 200. I think you can have as many subs as you want. I don't think there's a requirement to have subs. Nah, what's up, King Hoyt? How are you? I don't think you have to have a certain amount of subs to go live, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'm not sure. I have 212, I think, or 213. If you want to subscribe, King Hoyt, I'd appreciate it, my man. Appreciate you, brother. YouTube's where it's at. Oh, you're on. You're asking about. You're on TikTok. That's why. TikTok, you do have to get approved. Yeah, TikTok, you have to get approved. But YouTube, I don't think you do, or you have to have a channel for a certain amount of time. I've had this channel for years. Excuse me. Yeah, TikTok, you have to apply to be able to go live. I'm gonna follow you back, man. Hit you with that follow back, King Hoyt. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. You have to do it on. I did it on my PC. If you download, it's called TikTok Live Studio. It's an app for PC, or I believe you can do it in the settings on the actual TikTok app. Yeah, no problem. No problem. At all. No problems here, brother. We're still pushing towards the upside here on this trade. We are currently 14 pips in profit. We are in good position right now with this trade. $10.7% in profit right now. What do you need help with, King Hoyt? What are you looking for? Help with trading or help going live? Trading? All right. Here, send me DM me your email. DM me your email. I'm going to send you my ebook. It's free. I'm not asking for money. I'm just giving it out. All right, we are close to hitting TP1. But DM me on Instagram or on on TikTok, and I'll send it to you. DM me what your email is, and I'll share it with you. It took me months to write it, actually almost a year. But it's everything I've learned regarding the emotional side of trading, the actual technicals, how the currencies interact with metals in economic downturn, economic upturn. There's a lot of good information. Oil, how that reacts with the US dollar. We got 12% profit on this, guys. 12% on the account in profit off this W pattern for CHF-JPY right now. Let's take a look. We're going to be coming into a new hour here in about 30 minutes, 25 minutes. What a nice candle we had there. It's a beautiful W pattern right there. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube also. That's my main page where we're trying to get monetized. We're getting a little bit of pullback here on the 15-minute. To be expected right around here. So this this area right here is going to be a point of resistance. That's why we had TP1, but this is going to be a small point of resistance right here. We may take some profits and re-enter. But we are getting some selling volume right now. But it seems to keep pushing back up. Camera Official, how'd you get that name? King Hoyt, how'd you get that name? Oh, nice. Alright, so what we're going to do on the CHF-JPY is we're going to close. No, I'm not going to close yet. We're getting a lot of movement here, up and down, but it's struggling to break downward, which is a good sign for us. Yeah, we're going to still hold off here. So far on our trade, we've closed 25% partials for a nice little 4 or 5% gain on the account. Priscilla, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining, Priscilla. Low King. That's pretty cool, man. We're still pretty good grip and profit right now On the 15-minute, we are 9, almost 8.5, 9 pips in profit right now. A little over 7%. We're holding. I believe this is a good trade. I'm very happy with and sound with the technicals on this one. You guys know anything about monetizing on TikTok? I know you got to get a lot of viewers, I think. We're flipping bullish again here. If we can get a green candle close, that would be awesome. Watching for watching for a bullish candle close. Again, we already closed 25% partials on this. I'll look for some different music here. It's only a minute long. There we go. That's better. We got 3 minutes left till we get a new candle here. So, you see these, it's a good question. So, what's a new candle? So, a new candle is going to be the red and the green candles. Right now, we have a bullish red candle. Each one of these are candles. So, this is a candle, this is a candle, this is a candle. All of these are candles. We're going to get a new one in 3 minutes because we're on the 15-minute time frame. We're going to get a new one, and we'd like it to be green, which means bullish. We'd like it to move toward the upside. If it's red, that means there's downward pressure. Downward pressure means people are selling. We want people to be buying because we're in long on this trade. And if we go to the hour candle, well, that's really good news that we have a wick, because so a wick is going to be this right here. See, there's a big wick right here. That's this green line. That's where price was at the high right there, and then it moved down. So typically when there's big wicks, especially green ones, they get filled upward with the following candle. So that's what we're hoping for here. If we look at the 4 hour too, because we got a new 4 hour candle at 9 o'clock. The 4 hour candle is pretty bullish too. And see how it filled this wick? You had a green wick right here, and then this next 4 hour candle filled it. Same with this wick, where we're hoping that it's going to fill it as well. Go back to the 15-minute time frame though here. And there's our new candle. We did get a bearish close, which is fine. There we go. That's some good movement there. Good bullish movement. What's up, Sean? How you doing, Sean? Thanks for joining the stream, man, on TikTok. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow. I appreciate it. Bro, Motivation, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Oh, my stream deck's not working. Oh well. So we're right back at the entry point here. It's not a big deal. We did take 25% partials up here. Can I ask what you usually make a day? It really just depends. It depends on the day. I wouldn't say there's a set number. I just try and make a certain percentage. If you can make 2 to 5% of your account a day, that's really good trading. 2 to 5% a day is really good trading. That's a great question, though. I aim for a little more. I do risk a little more because I trade at 1 to 1,000 leverage, which that's in my ebook, by the way, on what the leverage means in terms of how your trading works. You can see though that it's having a hard time pushing downward, which is a good sign for us. It hasn't gone down past here in 30 minutes. Actually, 45 minutes. It hasn't passed that right there. So right here is a pretty strong support for us, and right here is our resistance. We'd like to break out of this range here and move toward this upside. Yeah, so we're not buying stocks. Yeah, this is a little different. What we're doing is day trading. We're day trading foreign exchange currencies. So what you would do is set up an account with a broker. I personally use Liquid Charts. I can actually send you their information so you could sign up if you wanted to. Here, I'll get that information for you right now. go. Copy this and I'll paste it into here. There's that for you. So you'll create a an account and you'll deposit money with cryptocurrency. And once you do that, you can start trading on liquid brokers. I use TradingView, which is what you guys see here, to actually chart out my trades. And then once I'm done charting them out, I execute them on Liquid Charts Pro. Going into the last hour here, we're getting some pushback. But we still have a pretty big wick to fill, which is always good. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. Looks like TikTok's popping off a little bit. Click the money for the day or week. So once you make profit and you close the trade, the money's then in your trading account. You transfer it from your trading account wallet to either I do either Cash App or wherever you hold your cryptocurrency. I just do Cash App because it's the easiest. You just transfer it straight to Cash App, and then from Cash App straight to your bank account. Takes 5 minutes. Doesn't take very long at all. If it's a large amount, sometimes it'll take longer. Like if it's a couple $1,000s, sometimes the trading company that I use, the broker Liquid, they might take a little longer. So it really just depends. Oscar Mike, what's up, man? How you doing? Appreciate you joining the stream. But yeah, sometimes it'll take a little longer when you have larger amount of money that you're withdrawing from your account. Right at the bottom of this EMA ribbon too, so it should be using this as a support. But we're gonna watch the hour, see what happens here. We want this hour candle to close bullish, so we want a green candle close here. That's what we want to see. Got about 7 minutes. See what happens here. ISM 786, what's up, man? COD Raven, what's up? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Kingston, thanks for joining. Nirvana 303, thanks for joining. What's up, guys? We're in a long trade right now on CHFJPY. We're going to get an hour candle close here in about 6 minutes. Kingston. JR. Sean Kingston. Should get a green close here. Asking me, Jimmy J, what's up, man? Higher highs and lower lows is what we're looking for. Higher highs is what we would like to see, which means the candle that closes needs to close higher than the previous one. EL just because. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you. Getting some solid movement upwards coming into this last hour, which is a real good, or this hour candle. Some solid movement. Another 4 minutes. Love for us to fill that wick. Let me get some downward pressure here. Let's take a look at what this says. So on the 15 minute, it's pretty neutral. On the 5 minute, it's a sell. But on the 30 minute and the 1 hour, we're still looking. The oscillators are saying buy. Summary sell. I think short term, it's still a buy. Essentially what those are saying is that it's been on a downturn. But like I said, we've had, if we look at the hours here, we've had one, here, let's get rid of this W here. We've had pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of a steady hold at this support line, which is why we took the buy for the reversal to go up this way. So there's the thought process behind taking a buy here, and we had a full bullish candle close. What app? What app do you mean, King Hoyt? You're good, no worries. Oh, this, you mean Trading View. Yeah, Trading View is what I use to trade with. Yeah, this gives you all your information in real time on what to do, when to take buys, when to take sells. But yes, Trading View. It's an app on your phone. You can download it on your computer. You can use it on as a website. But yeah, it's Trading View is by far the best tool to use when figuring out and learning how to trade. Pretty much everybody uses Trading View. I don't really know any trader, professional or not, regular or amateur trader, that uses anything other than Trading View. And now we got 1 more minute here till the close. We just want to make sure that that candle's green when it closes. Alright, here's our new candle here. We should expect it to create a small wick down here. I would expect a small wick down this way. right here, and then I would expect a push to fill this area. It's struggling to see what it wants to do here. If it breaks our low of our previous candle, we'll probably get out. Our low of our previous candle is going to be right there. That's the low of our previous candle. And this is where we took 25% partials, was right there. Christopher, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me take a look at this 5-minute chart here. See which way it's moving. At least we're getting some resistance here at the support zone. There's the wick we talked about it creating. We figured that we were going to get a wick, some sort of wick down here about halfway down this candle. And then we should see it push toward the upside. It might not be in this hour candle, it might be in the next hour candle, but it is going to fill this. We are going to see it fill this at some point. Julian, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Christopher, thanks for joining too, man. Yeah, we're getting some positive upward momentum here. On the volume too, we got 10.75K in positive bullish volume coming in here, which is another good sign. We also have some news tonight. We have AUD news, we have Australian dollar news tonight, and we have CPI year over year, and we have the New Zealand dollar news tonight. Official cash rate, monetary policy statement, the rate statement, and a press conference with the chair. Those are all high impact news for that particular currency. Do Goblin, what's up, man? Just sitting on our hands. This is the toughest part of trading, and this is the part where a lot of people fail, is that they want to get in and out so quickly that they're looking to just really move as fast as possible, and it's tough to do it that way. What you need to do is just find your setup, figure out what your trading method is going to be, and stick to it. And sometimes it doesn't happen quick. Sometimes you're going to trade for a couple hours. Sometimes you're going to trade for a couple minutes. But we've been in this trade for a little over an hour. Or a little less than an hour, I should say. Che, CHE, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. This is the hardest part of trading, and nobody talks about it. Is once you find your setup, everyone talks about finding your setup, finding your method, finding how you want to trade. But this is the hardest part, is once you're in the trade, is waiting. It's a waiting game. It really is a waiting game. Abdu, thanks for joining, man. Do Goblin, looks like you're still watching. Thanks for joining, man. We're in buys, guys, on CHF still. We did take partial closes earlier when it was all the way up near 193550 area. We did close 25% partials just to get some profit in the bank. 772 Chris, what's up, man? We're in buys, and if you guys are watching this, it's still not too late to get in. You could actually get in at a premium right here on a better spot than I got in. I got in up here at 193,377, but you could still get in right now at 193,290. Chris, what's up, man? Yes, I'm trading a live account. Yes, sir, I am. I use Liquid Charts. Liquid Broker is the broker I use. I execute on Liquid, but I use TradingView to chart, like most people. Thanks for the like, man. I appreciate it. Do Goblin, yes, I'm trading a live account. This is my first trade of the day, yeah. This is my first trade of the New York session today. I made some trades last night. We had one trade last night, and it was a profitable trade. But yes, this is my first trade of the day. This isn't NQ or gold. This is CHFJPY. This is the franc to the yen. This is a foreign exchange pair that we're trading right now. I like trading these better because the structure of the way the market moves is a lot easier for me to read and is a lot less. I'm not gonna say volatile because that's not true. Just the structure is easier for me to read. I've been trading foreign exchange for a long time, and the structure is just easier to read, in my opinion. So, I wrote an ebook on it too and everything. If you guys want to DM me, I'll send you my ebook for free. Yeah, futures are good to trade, man. Futures are awesome to trade. I personally just like the structure and the flow of foreign exchange better. That's just my opinion, though. Everybody likes trading what they like trading, as long as you have the right setup and the right method on how you trade and what you do. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is figuring out your setup and what trades you like. Caught a nice 2.5 Marco earlier. I can tell what you mean though. The futures does get really unpredictable. Yeah, they do get unpredictable. But really, trading in itself is inherently unpredictable. It's all unpredictable, but it's all about finding your mojo, finding the reason and the steps that you take to trade. Thank you for the follow, 772 Chris. I appreciate it. I'm gonna follow you back, dog. Thanks. I just hit that follow back. I appreciate you. I've been trading for 13 years. Taught myself everything that I know. I taught myself. If you DM me your email, I can send you my ebook too. It's free. I don't charge for anything. I do this all for free. Everybody needs to win, you know? Let's see, I think I just got your, yeah, I'm going to share it with you right now. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you back soon. I'm going to send you this right now, just so you have it. Good meeting you. I appreciate you coming through, bro. Right. Sent. King Hoyt just sent it to you. Alright, Chris, let's see. Boom, sent. All This is a stubborn ass candle right here. $15 looks good. Hour still looks good too. I still stand by this. We just got a new 15-minute candle here as well. We do have higher highs though. Higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. What you got there is really good. Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady, but we're going to make money today. Thanks for those who followed and subscribed. I appreciate it. It means a lot, guys. We can get some tweezer bottoms here. This would be nice. Nice little tweezer bottom close. That'll move to the upside. There's the movement we wanted. I'll be back in 1 sec, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Be back. Be back. Tay, what's up, Tay? We got another 10 minutes until we get a new 15-minute close here. Jack, what's up, Jack? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Let's switch up the music here. Switch up the vibe. I'm getting some bearish pushing here on this 15-minute. That's a good sign. Let's check the 5-minute. 5-minute looks great. Oops. Yeah, 5-minute looks really nice here. We had this. Yeah, 5-minute looks good. We're getting some strong pushing. Right at that resistance zone. The support right here. Pushing up. That's something we definitely want to see. Could even watch the 1-minute. I don't understand how people trade on the 1-minute. It's a good tool to look at, but you can't get much structure view on it. It's really tough to trade on the 1-minute, in my opinion. I typically go 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute. That's what I trade on. Here's our hour chart too, which looks solid. Looks real solid. It's a waiting game, folks. It's a waiting game. If you have questions, by the way, guys, ask away. Be happy to help. Trying to help everybody a trader one day at a time. You know? If you're just joining, we're in long on CHFJPY. We took buys here about an hour ago. And we took 25% partials on this wick up here. Right here, we took partials. At that yellow line is where we took our partials already. So we did take profit so far on this trade. And on the drawdown, we did buy back in on the drawdown. So we took our 25% partials and then bought the 25% partials back in when it had some drawdown. Antonio, living with something. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. We got 5 minutes left in this one last 15-minute candle here. If we can get a bearish close, a green bearish close, that would be fantastic. If we could get a green bearish close. Konami C, thanks for joining. We appreciate it. Appreciate you. We need a green bearish close here. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm following everybody back that follows me too. Just followed you back, Konami. Thank you. Got 4 minutes left to see what this close is like. Four minutes. I typically don't trade the New York session as much either. The New York session is typically not been as profitable for me as the London or the Asian session. I like trading at night after 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's just because I've had a lot more profits during that. But today, after the news, there was a lot of USD news today. We had actually a ton of USD news. Today we had core PPI month over month. We had core retail sales month over month. We had PPI month over month, and we had retail sales month over month. So today we had a lot of negative news for the U.S. dollar. And we have NZD news tonight, New Zealand dollar news tonight as well. Trading news can be extremely volatile. That's why if you have never traded news, you really need to be careful with your lot size and risk management. News can destroy an account. I've seen it take out full accounts in seconds. So when you trade news, you just got to be really careful. Hello, Andrea. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Andrea. We got 2 minutes left. Yeah. 2 minutes on this candle. And for those of you that are just joining us, we'll show you the W pattern that we're looking at here on the 1 hour. That's the 2 hour. I meant to go 1 hour. Actually, it's more on the 15. But we do have a nice W pattern here, and this is what we're looking at. So you got it coming from up there, here, and we want to see this move toward this upside here. That's what we're looking at right now. So our TP2 is right around 193.852. 193.852 is where we're looking to take profit. Ideally, we'll close some partials when it gets back up to where we took partials last time at TP1. But our goal is to hit TP2 here, and it may be a couple hours on that. But showing you the setup so you understand what's going on is important. And this is a live account. Guys, I am trading a live account, so. I don't do prop firms either. So I saw someone ask about that earlier. I don't do prop firms. I trade my own capital. There's no reason to do prop firms. They're too stringent on how they allow you to trade. They make you make a certain amount of trades per day. You can only hold so much drawdown. There's a lot to it that I'm not really a fan of. Jordan, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll follow you back, Jordan. Thank you. Just followed you back, man. Thank you. I've been trading Forex for 15 years. I've been trading for a long time. real long time. I do not use prop firms. No, I am not a fan of prop firms at all. Reason being is they're very stringent on the way they make you trade. They have rules in place that don't align with how I trade. And I personally like using my own capital. Yes, the rules are difficult. It's not something that I enjoy trading. It's much easier for me to trade my own capital with my own strategy that I've created over the years rather than use some guidelines that the prop firm makes you use. Especially in drawdown, like if you use proper risk management, you don't need to. If you use proper risk management, you can hold some drawdown. There's nothing wrong with holding drawdown. It happens all the time. I don't even trade with the RR method at all. Do I intraday trade? Pretty much. I'll be in trades for a couple hours. I typically don't like to hold overnight, and I typically don't like to hold if I'm not in front of my computer. Those are rules that I've made for myself, where if I'm not in front of my computer, I'm not going to trade on my phone. And I don't get too much time to trade because I do have a full-time job too, but I do trade each night and each morning for at least an hour or so. And I've just started streaming it again. I used to stream all the time. You can see on my YouTube that I used to stream all the time. Just getting back into streaming, but I always trade. As long as there's a setup. You don't want to force it, you know? We are getting some downward movement here. We're getting some bearish movement. Yeah, man, that's what you gotta do. Just build up capital. Take profits too. Make sure you always want to take profits. You don't want to hold everything in your account trying to double it and double it and double it. It doesn't work like that. Inherently, humans are greedy, and we'll just get greedier and take bigger lot sizes, and that's the problem, is you can't do that. And keep your emotions in check and not over leverage yourself. That's what a lot of people do, unfortunately. I'm not liking this new 15-minute candle. If this hour candle breaks this area down here, breaks our previous low, we may look to mitigate risk, but our stop loss is still way down here. Just blowing through that. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Let's get a trend line on here. See what happens there. See if we can hold some support there on that trend line. Really could be moved down a little bit, but this was kind of just a liquidity sweep right there. Rock Z, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Gaza Thor, thanks for joining. Live Up Life, thanks for joining. We're in the hardest part, guys. Just sitting and waiting. We set up everything we liked, and now you wait. Hardest part of trading by far. Once you find your setup, you just wait. I think this is where a lot of people get lost, is they try to get in and out real quick, or looking for, you know, that one huge trade that's going to make their account, and it's just not how it works. You have good trades, you have bad trades, but you gotta just handle it the right way, you know? I still like this trade a lot. Take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour has some major wicks. Huge wicks right here. And ideally we're gonna fill those. So if you see on this last 4 hour, we had some pretty big wicks. I mean, this was a huge wick right here. That got filled by this wick. And on the 1 hour, we had some pretty big wicks also. That got filled. This one went up and got filled here. This one went up. What we're hoping to see is this come fill this wick up here again. Getting a lot of downward pressure here. Abdu, thanks for joining. What's up, Abdu? How are you? Well, we took 25% partials and we were in profit there. Now we are holding. I think we're still in a good position here. Yeah, and that's why I preach taking partials. A lot of people don't like doing that, but take some profit. When you're in profit, it doesn't necessarily need to hit your take profit 1, take profit 2, or take profit 3. Take some profits. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to take profits when you're in profit. You know, holding for that big number is just not realistic in most situations with how the market moves. And especially if you have choppy price action. I mean, right now, to me, I think we have pretty clear price action. But A lot of people have different methods on it. This is just what worked for me over the years. We got another 4 minutes until we get a new 15-minute candle too. I would expect the next 15-minute candle to have a little bit of bullish movement, probably wick down to about here, and then we should see a reversal. But that is a big old red candle. Been in this trade for almost 2 hours now, with 25% partial closes. So as of right now, we do have profit on this trade when it was up near 193.545. Obviously, we're holding down drawdown right now, which is fine. Not too worried about it. If we go below that 192.889 number, we'll stop out. But it hasn't gone there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Doesn't mean it won't, but 7 hours worth of trading above that zone, that 192.964 or 192. Been trading above 192.896 for 7 hours, so, and this being a support with 7 hours moving in a bullish movement is always positive. But you're gonna have drawdown, and again, that's why watching your management and how you manage your money is the most important part of trading. You can't over leverage yourself, because when you're in positions like this, or we're sitting in drawdown, you don't want to be panicking that you're going to blow your account. Just too many traders do that. I see it time and time again. They can't hold drawdown because they're shooting for the moon. They're trying to hit a home run every time. It's just not how it works. And that's what separates the good traders from the ones that blow accounts. It's just the truth. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. It mean a lot to me. I appreciate you. We did get a new 15-minute candle. See if it continues to drop or if it respects this previous low. This is the previous low that we're looking at right now. See if it respects that or if it blows through it. But if we can get a closure above this previous low, that'd be nice. With some bullish movement, that would help us out big time. We still are respecting the higher lows as well, which is a positive sign. Um, our lows aren't breaking the previous lows. So if you take a look here, here's a low, here's a low, and here's a low. They're all staying on this trend line, and you have higher lows and also higher highs. All of our highs are moving in an upward fashion as well. So that's what indicates that this is an uptrend. We've got strong indication of an uptrend. Let's just say that. We just don't want this to break our previous low on the 15-minute. If we break that previous low wick on the 15-minute, we might look to mitigate risk, but again, we still are holding our higher highs and our higher lows. Looks like we're at an impasse here. Now we wait. Now we wait. Let's take a look at this 5-minute. It finished a mini head and shoulders here, actually. So that's interesting. It finished a little mini head and shoulders here. You can see you got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder here. It just finished that, and it's rebounding now. So that's good to see. We could have traded this left and right, or this head and shoulders pattern, but like I said, I don't like trading on the 5-minute whatsoever. I think it's a little too risky, in my opinion. The 5-minute is harder to read structure, whereas the 4-hour and the 1-hour and the 15-minute is something that I enjoy and have had more success on when it comes to trading. So, but we finished the left, the head, and the right shoulder here. So we should look to rebound off this line down here. We'll see what we get. See what the market gives us. But two bullish closes in a row. It's definitely positive. What's up, JT? Thanks for joining. FNCM255, thanks for joining. Almost at 300 viewers on TikTok today. 402 likes. Appreciate everybody for the likes and follows. YouTube's even got 3. 6 concurrent followers. That's not bad. It's only my second day in a row streaming in years, so getting back to it slowly but surely, getting back to it. We got 9 minutes till we're gonna have a new hour candle here as well. That's a good sign. change up the music, change up the vibes a little bit here. The music was kind of glum for a second there. Gabs, what's up? Could get a 15-minute bullish close here. Should be pretty nice. TikTok King, Oliver Metler. Thanks for joining, guys. Oh. There's some good 15-minute movement there. Patience is key, baby. Oh, wow, my stream deck's not working. What's up, guys? If you're just joining in, we are on CHFJPY longs, CHFJPY buys. We've already taken 25% partials right before our TP1. And we are looking toward the upside here. We got a new hour candle coming in 6 minutes. 6 minutes here. How many pips are we at right now? Let's see. We took 16.1 pips of profit earlier at 25%, and we are currently holding right around 20 pips drawdown. Right around 20 pip drawdown, which is not too bad. If we can get a bullish close on this candle here, that'd be nice. A 15-minute. Hour's got a nice wick. I would expect to see it come back down here and make another wick, then go back up on this next hour. So we're probably going to be holding it for a little bit here, but 15-minute bullish close would be really nice for us. It's holding steady, and it hasn't broken the low candle, the low previous candle, previous low on the wick there. It hasn't broken that, so that's also a good sign to maintain those higher lows. It's just flipping back and forth with a little doji, dragonfly, whatever you want to call it. But we've been holding that 193.150 area, 193.155.53 area for 15 minutes now. Eurus boy 3333, what's up, man? You got 3 minutes till that new candle. There's some pushing. Let's close green here. Let's close green. Love to see a green close on the 15. It's gonna be close. Getting a lot of movement going into the last 2 minutes here. Well, I should say you've got equal amount of buying power as you do of selling power, being that it's not moving too much. Gotta climb our way back up here. And 1 more minute. We'll see what kind of close we get. See what that hour looks like. So here's the hour. We had some retracement off the last big wick, big bullish wick. We had some retracement, but this keeps moving up. If you see what happened last time, not that past candles are indicative of future candles, but when we're maintaining our trend, that is something to look at. Definitely still something to look at. All right, we did close bullish there, so that's a great sign that we did close bullish. Definitely signals that the buying power is coming back. There's some movement there. Equal amount of buying and selling power right now. With a bullish close, you'd expect some sort of movement upwards, especially because the low was still above the previous low. Your low close here was still above this low close. So we should expect to see some sort of movement upwards here. Maybe, maybe not. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it, guys. Coming up on the 2-hour mark on the stream here. Just a ton of movement. There's a ton of volume here. You got 222,000 on volume here. So the volume's there. The market's just deciding what it wants to do here. Trend line. Go bodies of candles. Trend line. See what happens here. Just a waiting game. We've been holding that this line right here, this 193.096 has been our support here for a good amount of time. Might break through it right now though. There she goes downward. We may look to mitigate risk here with it being such a downturn here on this new hour candle. We may look to mitigate here instead of getting stopped out, because we got 34 pips, holding 34 pips worth of drawdown. We don't really want to hold more than 41 pips of drawdown. That would not be ideal. So we did break trend line here on the 1 minute and the 5 minute. We did break trend line. but it could just be liquidity sweep right here. That's where a lot of people mess up too, is they'll get out too quickly thinking that, you know, they want to get out before it hits the SL, but a lot of times, and I'm sure everyone's been there, where it goes right to where your SL is and then reverses. Sometimes goes a little past your SL and then reverses. So that's why we set this one a little lower. Realistically, we could set it down here, to be quite honest with you. This would be the absolute lowest, because if it breaks this low of, let's see, on the 4-hour chart, that'd be 8 hours of low at 192.891. Eloy Reyes, what's up, man? How are you doing? See what the market gives us here. Go back to the 15. We just need to make sure that we don't break this, because if we break this low right here, this low is what we're looking at right here. We don't want to break that. We do not want to break that low. This is where we'd mitigate risk and probably close out if we broke the previous low there. But anything above that is still fair game. Anything above that's still fair game. Really don't want to break that low. That low would kind of be the last straw for me personally, but it seems to be holding right here. Let me take a look at the 5-minute. Still in a downtrend. But again, any bullish closes we get here that are above the 192.971, any bullish closes are just gonna help us in favor to get out of this downtrend that we're holding. We're holding some drawdown. Again, which is fine as long as you use proper risk management. Using proper risk management is the key, because if you're over leveraged right now, hoping that it doesn't hit SL, you got problems. Your winners and losers should be the same in terms of your mentality, your emotions, all of it. You gotta keep it in check. Four minutes, we got a new 15-minute candle. Just want to thank everyone for watching too. I appreciate it. I'm going to start streaming more and more. I do appreciate everyone watching. It means a lot. Live for almost 2 hours here. Getting some good movement on the 5 hour. 5 minute, I should say. So now 5 hour, 5 minute. Well, while this trade sits, guys, I'm going to take a little break. But again, we're still staying in this trade. So we're in CHF JPY buys. We were in at 193.379. We took 25% partials at 193.544. And we bought in again right around here at the 193.260 to get in at the other 25% partials that we closed. To get back in, and we're holding some drawdown here. Just to summarize, we are holding about 27 pips drawdown, and we're just gonna hold here. We'll really start to take a look at what we would do in terms if it closing early if it does break the 192970 mark. However, we are in this, and I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. We're going to take a little break, though, while we watch this trade. Thanks, guys.